Hello there, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah, and welcome back to my new educational video. This is Abdullah Muhammad before you. Hope you are cool and dandy, and I'm also full of beans. Today my topic is some common expressions. At first I will present to you some parts of sentences, then I will present to you how we will use the parts of sentences in our speech. So let's start. A bottle of milk, a bottle of milk, a glass of water, a jug of water, a cup of tea, a packet of tea, a jar of honey, a loaf of bread, a slice of bread, a carton of milk, a can of Coke, a bottle of Coke, a bowl of sugar, a kilo of meat, a bar of soap, a bar of chocolate, a piece of chocolate, a piece of cheese, a part of furniture. So right now I will present how we will use these parts in our sentences, which the sentences we use in our daily life. Number one, structure number one, we need to buy a bottle of milk. We need to buy a glass of water. We need to buy a jug of water. We need to buy a cup of tea. We need to buy a packet of tea. We need to buy a jar of honey. We need to buy a loaf of bread. We need to buy a piece of bread. We need to buy a carton of milk. We need to buy a can of Coke. We need to buy a bottle of Coke. We need to buy a bowl of sugar. We need to buy a kilo of meat. We need to buy a bar of soap. We need to buy a bar of chocolate. We need to buy a packet of chocolate. We need to buy a piece of chocolate. We need to buy a piece of cheese. We need to buy we need to buy a piece of furniture. Structure number two. May I get a bottle of milk? May I get a glass of water? May I get a jug of water? May I get a cup of tea? May I get a packet of tea? May I get a jar of honey? May I get a loaf of bread? May I get a slice of bread? May I get a carton of milk? May I get a can of Coke? May I get a bottle of Coke? May I get a bowl of sugar? May I get a kilo of meat? May I get a bar of soap? May I get a bar of chocolate? May I get a piece of chocolate? May I get a piece of cheese? May I get a piece of furniture? Sentence number three. Please bring me a bottle of milk. Please bring me a glass of water. Please bring me a jug of water. Please bring me a cup of tea. Please bring me a packet of tea. Please bring me a jar of honey. Please bring me a loaf of bread. Please bring me a slice of bread. Please bring me a carton of milk. Please bring me a can of Coke. Please bring me a bottle of Coke. Please bring me a bowl of sugar. Please bring me a kilo of meat. Please bring me a bar of soap. Please bring me a bar of chocolate. Please bring me a piece of chocolate. Please bring me a piece of cheese. Please bring me a piece of furniture. Sentence number four. Would you like to have a bottle of milk? Would you like to have a glass of water? Would you like to have a jug of water? Would you like to have a cup of tea? Would you like to have a packet of tea? Would you like to have a jar of honey? Would you like to have a loaf of bread? Would you like to have a slice of bread? Would you like to have a carton of milk? Would you like to have a can of Coke? Would you like to have a bottle of Coke? Would you like to have a bowl of sugar? Would you like to have a kilo of meat? Would you like to have a bar of soap? Would you like to have a bar of chocolate? Would you like to have a piece of chocolate? Would you like to have a piece of cheese? Would you like to have a piece of furniture? Sentence number 5. How much is this bottle of milk? How much is this glass of water? How much is this jug of water? How much is this cup of tea? How much is this packet of tea? How much is this jar of honey? How much is this loaf of bread? How much is this slice of bread? How much is this carton of milk? How much is this can of Coke? How much is this bottle of Coke? How much is this bowl of sugar? How much is this kilo of milk? How much is this kilo of meat? How much is this bar of soap? How much is this bar of chocolate? How much is this piece of chocolate? How much is this piece of cheese? How much is this piece of furniture? Sentence number 6. I will buy this bottle of milk. I will buy this glass of water. I will buy this a jug of water. I will buy this a cup of tea. I will buy this. You can say like this. I will buy this a cup of tea for mom. I will buy this packet of tea for mom. I will buy this a jar of honey for my sister. I will buy this loaf of bread. I will buy this slice of bread. I will buy this carton of milk. I will buy this can of Coke. I will buy this bottle of Coke. I will buy this bowl of sugar. I will buy this kilo of milk. I will buy this bar of soap. I will buy this bar of chocolate. I will buy this piece of chocolate. I will buy this piece of cheese. I will buy this piece of furniture. Sentence number 7. Please give me a bottle of milk. Please give me a glass of water. Please give me a jug of water. Please give me a cup of tea. Please give me a packet of tea. Please give me a jar of honey. Please give me a loaf of bread. Please give me a slice of bread. Please give me a carton of milk. Please give me a can of Coke. Please give me a bottle of Coke. Please give me a bowl of sugar. Please give me a kilo of meat. Please give me a bar of soap. Please give me a bar of chocolate. Please give me a piece of chocolate. Please give me a piece of cheese. Please give me a piece of furniture. Sentence number 8. Buy this bottle of milk for me. Buy this glass of water for me. Buy this jug of water for me. Buy this cup of tea for me. Buy this packet of tea for me. Buy this jar of honey for me. Buy this loaf of bread for me. Buy this slice of bread. Buy this slice of bread for me. Buy this carton of milk for me. Buy this can of Coke for me. Buy this bottle of Coke for me. Buy this bowl of sugar for me. Buy this meat for me. Buy this bar of soap for me. Buy this bar of chocolate for me. Buy this piece of chocolate for me. Buy this piece of cheese for me. Buy this piece of furniture for me. Sentence number 9. Let me buy a bottle of milk. Let me buy a glass of water. Let me buy a jug of water. Let me buy a cup of tea. Let me buy a packet of tea. Let me buy a jar of honey. Let me buy a loaf of bread. Let me buy a slice of bread. Let me buy a carton of milk. Let me buy a can of Coke. Let me buy a bottle of Coke. Let me buy a bowl of sugar. Let me buy a kilo of meat. Let me buy a bar of soap. Let me buy a bar of carton. Let me buy a bar of chocolate. Let me buy a piece of chocolate. Let me buy a piece of cheese. Let me buy a piece of furniture. So we can practice in our daily life like this. So that's all for today. Well, thanks a lot, many thanks a lot for watching the video. See you again in the next video, inshallah. Till then, Allah Hafiz, bye bye.